This is what if deku was Kaneki. Now I'm sorry you guys had to wait so long. I truly am, and I don't want you guys to, think this channel is dying. But truly inside of me, I am dying. Some things in life don't go the way they're supposed to go. So, yeah. Now, the reason I said I'm gonna record this what if was because turns out that the girl I loved, truly loved, didn't like me back. Well, my love of my life, my crush, she liked me back, but turns out it was all a play. It turns out she loves someone else. And now, how do I know this? It's very simple. When I went to DR, I found out that my mom was talking to my crush, telling her, "Oh, but you guys are more than friends now. Your mom has to accept it." No, I thought she was talking about me, but when she brought up a different name, and my crush got flustered, I broke. hmm I broke in dead silence tears. So, yeah, my I was crying the whole way to my cousin's house. And we're not gonna get into this too much. Every time I make a what if, I'm just gonna tell you a bit of the story. So this was the tiny bit of the story. Now let's get into this what if that goes can come again. Some things will happen for that goes. The rest you guys will have to find out during the story. Now, this is the life of the young child named Ken Kaneki in a world where people have quirks, but there's also people called, or humans that humans we must call carnivore or ghouls. Now, these ghouls manifested 103 years ago, so 3 years before quirks appeared, and so their cognities actually it's their cognities turn into quirks, and then from there it'll happen magically. So it might not make sense, but every what if it will make more sense how quirks came to be. So Izuku Midori, being a regular child with with his dad missing though. So his dad is gone. His mom tells him at 4 years old his father was actually dead, eaten by a ghoul. Ken was broken at that time. He never listened to no one. He was fat. Yes. Ken Kaneki was actually fat in this storyline. He was the fat boy in class that used to get bullied. One day, this random girl came in class and she introduced herself as who will we call her? Ah, Aries' big sister. You know Aries, no? Yeah, Aries' big sister. Her name will be, yeah, I'll just call her Aries, and then name will be Aries because I'll think of the little Aries is just Aries' big sister. Aries' name will have to be changed. So yeah, her name is Aries. She looks just like Aries but older because this is actually they're actually 8 years old now. So this area is 8 years old. So she sits next to Ken. Ken Kaneki says, Oh, what is she doing here? Sitting next to me, a fat boy like me. She says hello. Ken says hi. Ken Kaneki, to the office, please, says the principal in the speaker. Ken Kaneki goes to the office. There's offices there. Ken is kind of scared. He's like, "What happened, principal? Did I do something wrong?" The principal says, "No, no, no. You did nothing wrong. Even though you're a straight A student, there's something we need to tell you. It's about your mother, kid." "My mom? What's wrong with my mom?" The officer speaks up, saying, "Your mother was found dead." His Ken Kaneki's eyes are wide open. "Dead? You mean as dead like will never come back to life?" And the officer says, "Yes, that dead. There's no other way denying it. Kid, your mom is dead." "How did she die?" "She was eaten by a ghoul." Kaneki broke. "First my dad, now my mom. What is this? I'm next? It's like my family's being hunted." The officer says, wait. Your dad was eaten by a ghoul too?" Ken explains, 4 years ago, my mom told me that the day of when I was born, my dad was eaten by a ghoul. Now 4 years later, my mom is dead. This is amazing. It's like my family has some kind of curse. The officer says, "Well, you'll be moving in with your uncle." Now his uncle, he built. He's not the builtest, but he's built. So his uncle comes in saying, "Ken, let's go." Ken Kaneki goes back to the classroom, gets his stuff, and leaves. The teacher asks him, "Where are you going, Ken?" Ken says, "I'll be back in a month or two. I'll be back in 3 months. I have to go move with my uncle. I'll be back in 3 months though. We're gonna go over there. We're gonna go check out some stuff for my bedroom, and then we're gonna move back here from New York. So I'll be back." Now remember, this is still Japan, so they go to New York. Ken, he's living with his grandpa for like a month, and his grandpa says, "Stop being so fucking lazy and go work out, you fat ass." Now Ken is like, "You got a problem with me being fat?" Izuku said, what the hell? His uncle says, "Yes. You being fat ain't gonna help, kid. Now get your ass to working out. I got a whole gym in the basement. Go work out." Now, his uncle from that day on has trained Izuku personally. Now, 2.5, 3 months, 1.5 months later. So 2.5 months later, Izuku now has the body of a not like fucking ripped, like not that type, but he has a skinny body with muscles, defined muscles. His muscles aren't big nor they're small. I'll say they're like Kaneki's muscles. So he's like Kaneki right now. He's like Ken Kaneki. So with more muscle definition. So Izuku says, "Wow, uncle, I guess we're moving back, right?" He's like, "Yup, you got that right." So they move back to Inko, where Inko used to live, but in a better place where they have 2 rooms, and they have their personal gym. Yes, they have a personal gym in this area, so he's like it's been 3 months, so it's near. I'll say it's like January, right? Because I was like in the beginning of the year, not really. Let's see. So November, no, it was like mid October where when he left. So it wasn't really that early, but it was early. So Izuku comes back. The teacher says today we have a student that left 3 months ago, and came back just like he said. And this is a Monday, so this is a Friday, so everyone's already hyped to go back. He's ready. They're hyped to go back to their fucking home. Cause next week they have the whole week off. And the teacher says, "Well, you come in, Izuku Midoriya." Now Bakugo will say, the quirkless. Yes, he's still quirkless in this timeline. I forgot to say, but yes, Izuku is still quirkless. So Bakugo speaks up saying, "So the quirkless loser came back, huh?" Now Izuku will come in. He'll take one step in, and I'll say he dyed his hair white. All right, his hair's not naturally white yet, but he dyed it white. Cause he's like, I mean, I'm just too much stressed. I need to leave. I need to leave my old life. I need to abandon that life and start a new life. So that's what he did. So his white definition means his new life. His new great life that he's living with his uncle. Yes, and his uncle doesn't have a wife, so yeah. His uncle's like, I'll say mid-20s. Wait, no, yeah, mid-20s. Inko's sis brother. And he was born like, Inko would have been, she would have been 28. So he's like 20, so 8 years younger. So yeah, everyone already tells that is not Izuku. Bakugo already speaks up saying, "Hey, where's the useless Deku at?" Izuku says, "Oh, hey, I'm right here, Bakugo. Don't you recognize me?" Bakugo says, "There's no way you're Izuku. The Izuku I know was fat. I mean, not Izuku, I mean, the Ken I knew used to be fat, not skinny." Now Ken will say, "Oh, Bakugo, Bakugo, Bakugo. You sure are stupid. This is me. Well, this is my new life, not the old one I used to live when I was fat. Now you're gonna take this life, or you're gonna get the world of death." Okay, I just had to make sure what time it was. So Bakugo says, oh shit, this guy's not the same guy he was a few years ago. A few months ago. Maybe I should fucking back off." So he backs off. He says, "Go take your original seat next to Eri." Yes. So he goes, sits next to Eri. Eri says, "Oh, Izuku. Not Izuku. Oh, Ken, it's you. It's been a long time since we saw each other." Ken says, "Oh, so guess it's been a while since we talked." Now, Eri is actually a ghoul. I just had to tell you that because I just had to. So she's basically like Toga 2.0. And yeah. Now I think I just spoiled you guys by saying Toga, but it doesn't fucking matter. Toga from Tokyo Ghoul, not Toga. The fuck, their names are so similar, I get confused. Anyways, Eri says, "Oh, looks like you got skinny. I was still gonna talk to you either way you were fat or not."
Izuku says, "Oh, thanks, but I mean," she says. Ken says, "Oh, doesn't really matter. I would have probably just said, leave me alone." She'll say, "Why?" Because at that time I wasn't really the happy-go-lucky kid. Well, I used to be. Didn't care what people said about my weight until I moved with my uncle to New York. Then I realized that being fat ain't gonna help me. Even though I'm quirkless, I should be in more physical shape. He'll ask, do you even have a quirk now that I think about it? Even though I never met you, do you even have a quirk? You know, Ari will say, I don't have a quirk either. Izuku says, oh, feel bad for you. Anyways, looks like the bell's gonna ring. She says, no, it's not. As then the bell rings. Izuku says, well, I'll see you in 2 weeks. Well, yeah, I'll see you in 2 weeks. And she says, what? Why? Well, we got this whole week off. So, and I don't know if we have any more classes together, so that's what I'm saying. I'll see you next week. In 2 weeks, I mean. She said, oh, I'll see you in 2 weeks, I guess. So, Ken Kaneki goes to class, to all his classes. Turns out he has all the classes with her. Ken just sits next to her because the teacher told him to, so yeah. Now, a few years pass. It's the beginning of the anime, right? Deku still signs up for UA. He says, either way, I'ma still pass that test. Even though I don't have a quirk, I have intelligence. My intelligence could take me somewhere in UA. Eri will still sign up because, she wants to become a hero. Even though she says she's quirkless, she's a ghoul. So she got superhuman strength, kind of super speed, agility, and vision. So, yeah, she'll be accepted. So, after class, Eri asks Izuku if he wants to come over to her house. Izuku says, sure, what time you want me to go there? She says, oh, come at 5. And it's 2:50, so Izuku says, oh, okay, I'll see you at your house at 2:50. So, Izuku says, I'm gonna take a shortcut home. The sludge villain you guys think might happen. But no, instead of a sludge villain, it was a ghoul. Yes, it was a ghoul. Now, this wasn't no ordinary ghoul. This was Ria's. Yes, her. And she saw this boy with white hair. She says, him, I want his meat now. Now, that kind of sounded sus, but, she's like, I want his meat now. Give it to me. And so the Kaganes, attack Izuku, and it goes through him. Izuku is like, what the fuck? What is this shit? And then he's like, is that the scent of a ghoul? Now his smell is like, oh my god, his smell is like fucking insane. So he's like Tanjiro smell. Instead of blood, he can smell ghoul. But he knew something was off about Eri, but he never could have put it together, since he never smelled a ghoul, which until today, he smelled a ghoul. But this ghoul wasn't trying to hide her presence, and Eri does hide her presence as a ghoul. So yeah. And Eri works at a coffee shop just like, Toga did. So, Arias attacks, right? Yada yada yada. Conic is about to die. Pipes come on top of her. Yes, because they made it to a construction site, I'll say. I saw a construction site was nearby, so he ran in there. And, he, or, yeah, she was about to finish him off. Then some random thing happened. And it turns out this person was Airy. Yes, Airy. When she was gonna go to Kaneki's, because he wasn't answering her calls. She tracked his phone to see where it was. And it was near a construction site. So she saw that Karen was about to die. So she dropped the pipes. So she knew that if she died and Kaneki was alive, they might have put a transplant of organ, and he would have became a ghoul. What the fuck? Anyways, that's where I'm gonna leave it off. So, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this what if, just like I did, making it. It was kind of interesting how at the end, how Eri basically killed one of her kind. But yeah, this one I'm gonna leave it off. This was all animes what if, and I hope you guys enjoy. So yeah, goodbye. And if you guys want me to, actually before I go, if you guys want me to, if you guys think this what I was like, it wasn't lining up, I could redo it even better. Cause basically I got Kaneki being fat, cause I was making an essay about like some random stuff, like make up 3 characters, like make a script basically. So I'm like, I bet. So I made a script about this guy Sarburo being fat, and then it's basically like this what if, where he was fat, no girl came, he left with his uncle. His uncle told him to train. He trained. He became